Hi all, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Welcome back to, not welcome back, welcome to data visualization class. So this is a gentle reminder for those who has not yet registered this subject under a new code. Please do so as soon as possible. It is important for you to re-registering the subject under a new code as it would definitely affect your attendance. Okay. Do not take any more time. Do not delay any more. Just re-register under a new code and delete the old code as soon as possible. Okay. Back to the classroom. Before we proceed, I would like to ask you a question. When you see this graph over here, this one, oh, wait, okay. When you see this one over here, this graph, this whole graph, what are the things that came to your mind? What are the first thing that came to your mind? Okay, I need to know your opinion, need to know your reason. Please write down your comment, your reason, or whatever things that you can think of in the you can either write your comment in the YouTube comment section below or in the author. It doesn't matter. Okay, I will read all the same. Okay, moving on. What is data visualization? Why do you have to learn data visualization? You see, since you are the statistics student, you deal with data on daily basis, right? You deal with data on daily basis. You collected data mostly on daily basis. You read news, especially during this crucial time whereby we heard news about COVID on daily basis. Do you think that if those informations, for example about COVID, if those information will come in text or the cases, the daily cases of COVID-19 came into table and table alone, would you be able to remember the information, or would you be able to find something rather significant? Do you get what I mean? Okay, so here's the thing. Human brains remembers better when we see figures, when we see graphs, rather than we read text. Okay, human brains remember better when we see figures. Okay, bila kita nampak gambar, bila kita nampak graphs, okay, we remember better, we understand better. And for example, like COVID-19 cases, let's say the data recorded into tables, and we did not transform the data into readable readable figures, okay, readable graphs. Would you be able to make sense of the data? I bet you wouldn't be able to make sense of the data, provided the data is still in the table form. But then, from the table, okay, if we extract the information, we plot anything, we plot the graph, kita buat line chart ke, ataupun kita buat anything like histogram or whatnot, you will remember things better. Okay, do you notice that we receive updates on COVID-19 on daily basis based on a figure kan, dia akan everyday MKN akan keluarkan information. Dia akan buat cantik-cantik graf yang cantik, dia akan pecahkan, okey, berapakah hari ni total cases, berapa orang, dipecahkan pula bukan warga negara. Lepas tu dia keluarkan pula information daripada cluster di sekian kan. Those considered as a data visualization. If, again, as I said, if those information were put in the text or in the table, you wouldn't be able to remember things better. You wouldn't be able to find the significance in the data. You wouldn't, like, literally, you cannot even make sense. Okay, so converting those data into something that our brain reads better, our brains remember better, our brains understand better. Definitely it is better. So the main reason of this class is that throughout of this class, macam yang saya dah cakap sebelum ni, throughout of this class you will be learning how to do data visualization, how to do data visualization, and our aim is that to make people who is not tech savvy as yours understand and able to make sense based on data apa yang you ada. Okay, and of course lah it will help the decision maker in terms of making an appropriate decision based on the given visualization. Okay, that's that. Let's take a look. What is data visualization? Here I have a few so-called description of data visualization. Let's take a look by the one by Andy Kirk. Okay, Andy Kirk actually is a writer for a book that we'll be using throughout this class. I have his book here. This is his book, Data Visualization: A Handbook to Data-Driven Design. Okay, this is the second edition, and you know Andy Kirk is the author. If you want to get this book, you can get it from this one I bought from Kinokuniya. Yeah, it is quite pricey, but hey, I am the teacher. I need the reference, so I just beli je. Okay, let's come back to the real world, kawan-kawan. So what is data visualization? Based on Andy Kirk, it says that data visualization is the act of making information data and replace it into visual context. Okay, taking information, insyaAllah. Okay, taking information ataupun data lah, and placing it into a visual context such as maps, graph to facilitate understanding, untuk memudahkan kefahaman. Okay, let's take a look at another description by this one by Blue. Data visualization is the graphical representation of information and data. Information yang you ada, data yang you ada, ditransformkan ke dalam bentuk graphical representation. It are almost similar to the one by Andy Kirk. Okay, next let's take a look. This one by Wikipedia. Okay, jangan ingat saya tidak pergi kepada Wikipedia ya kawan-kawan. Okay, by Wikipedia it says that data visualization is the graphic representation of the data. Okay, here dia kata graphic representation of the data. Lepas tu dia kata it involve producing image that communicate relationship among the represented data to viewers of the image. It's representation of the data. Lepas tu direpresentkan dalam bentuk grafik. Okay, dalam bentuk graph, tak kisahlah graph apa-apa. Kemudian we have to communicate the relationship between those graphs and the data to the viewers. Okay. This is the one. Another one is I do not know. I cannot remember who wrote this one, but it goes. Data visualization is the representation of data or information in graphs, charts, or other visual format. Same thing as by Andy Kirk, by Blue, or even by Wikipedia. Okay. The role of visualization system. The role of the visualization is to provide visual representation of the data sets that will definitely help you to carry out the task more efficiently. You get the data, you have to present the data to your CEO or to any of your decision maker. So the best way to do it is by providing a visual representation over here. Okay, by providing visual representation over here, so that you can come up with reason better. The decision maker can make decision based on the based on the visual better. Okay. Okay, this one by Tamara Munres. I do not know how to pronounce her name. She says that visualization is suitable when there is a need to augment human capabilities rather than replace people with computational decision making method. Meaning to say that rather than when it comes to decision making, rather than we let the computer helps us in making the decision, we use the visualization technique to help us make the decision. You see the difference. We have certain problem. We need to make a decision. We do not know how to make the decision because, hey, we have a whole bunch of the data. We cannot make sense of the data. Okay, we do not know how to visualize it. So, we let the machine to help us come out with the decision. The decision that was provided by the computer may or may not be good, but if we able to visualize that the whole bunch of the data, visualize it better, we can make decision ourselves. You see the difference. Okay, faham tak? Okay, what are we visualizing? So first thing first, you have to know the data types that you are using lah. You need to know data type yang you gunakan tu, is it statistic data type or is it dynamic data type? Okay, we need to say that for statistic data type, you have a fixed scale. You know the data range. As for the dynamic data, it will observe the mean and max value. Sorry, the observed mean and max value can change at any time possible. Therefore, the scales of the data too also will be changed lah. Okay. And then you know about the data type. You also need to know about the data set type. Okay, data awak tu, is it data static ataupun is it data dynamic? Okay, data static tu macam data static lah. Contohnya apa? Klik sekejap. Kalau data dynamic, it can change anytime they want. Nanti kita tengok lah. Nak fikir sekarang macam tak keluar kepala otak pula. You dah ada data set, you juga kena tahu, you dah ada data type, you juga kena tahu data set type. Okay? Adakah data anda tu dalam bentuk table? Adakah data anda tu dalam bentuk network here, kat sini network? Okay? Kat sini network. Data network, dia boleh like link together. So far you work with this one, right? So far kan? To date you work with this one. Ataupun adakah data you tu berbentuk field? Ada cell, lepas tu dia boleh transform daripada not this one kepada attribute and everything. Adakah data anda tu berbentuk geometri? Okay, data berbentuk geometri. I think sekarang ni awak dah nampak banyak kan? Okay, visual geometri ni kan? You dapat report daripada You dapat report daripada COVID tu kan? You nampak lah dia plotkan dekat daerah-daerah mana yang merah, hijau, biru, oren dan sebagainya. Okay. Ataupun adakah data anda tu dalam bentuk teks? Okay, dalam bentuk teks. So far you didn't work with the text data kan? Mungkin kalau kita bernasib baik, mungkin kita akan belajar lah data dalam bentuk teks kat dalam kelas ni. Okay? And then multi-dimensional table. This one konsep dia lebih kurang macam multi-D array ataupun dalam bentuk trees. Apa beza trees dengan network? Network dia like dotted here, lepas tu connect, lepas tu kat sini boleh connect, kat sini ada dotted, connect. Itu network. Tapi kalau tree dia ada satu kat sini, lepas tu dia akan turun. Allah buruknya, lepas tu turun macam tu. Dia ada beza. Ni faham tak? Buruknya apa parah lukisan saya ni, okay? Okay, that's it. You dah ada data type, you dah ada data set type. Kemudian you also need to know the attribute type. Okay, adakah data anda tu berbentuk categorical ataupun berbentuk non categorical. Okay, ini semua dah pandai dah. you dah belajar dekat dalam step prop, you dah belajar dekat dalam categorical data analysis, okay? So, dah pandai dah bezakan tentang attribute types tu, okay? Okay, kena you have to like differentiate lah, okay? Ataupun you have to know lah the attribute types tu. Is it the ordinal, okay? Is it the sequential? Is it the, all those things, okay? Okay, in the next video, we will learn on the why is it important to visualize. So that's all for this video, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Bye.